Week 7 of college football, just week 2 for the Tar Heels at home, but we sure are glad they're going to be home this Saturday night, 7 o'clock against Virginia Tech, and we appreciate you joining us. My name's Jones Angell. His name is Larry Fedora. He's the head coach of Carolina football. Coach, you're coming off your bye week. I know you said you've really hammered the fundamentals this past week. How'd you feel about the work that you and your team were able to get done?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought our players responded really well. They came out, they paid attention to details. We worked on the little things, and I thought their effort and their focus was really good throughout the week.
Is this also a time where you can get some young guys extra reps? Is that even when the bye week comes a little earlier in the season, you still try that?
Yeah, I think that's important because you're constantly trying to develop those guys. And if you're not careful, those guys are running on scout teams, reading cards all season, and they don't get to develop. So I think it's important that we got those guys a lot of reps, and we did. And so that was really good, especially in all the individual time that we had.
I know you took a hard look at yourself during this week as well, and by yourself I mean your team. What kind of things did you see that you think maybe have been slowing you down here in the first 6 weeks or so?
Well, I think starting on offense, it's pretty obvious we have to take care of the football, yeah. And if you don't take care of the football, you make it really hard on your football team. Defensively, we've got to make sure that we're fitting the gaps that we have. So it's understanding what your responsibility is and doing it, and then we got to tackle better. That's something that's going to be critical going the rest of the season. Special teams wise, we went back to the fundamentals again on all of our special teams, and I think our units have been solid. But we've only had one game-changing play in this start of the season, and we need to create more of those on special teams.
Coach, any update on a potential 12th game? I know there was some news in the state of North Carolina, NC State and East Carolina signing up to play a game. That's still kind of status quo, looking at the potential of a 12th game.
Yeah, I think Bubba and our administration, they're all looking at all the
options,
options out there. Yes, thank you for that word. The options that are out there, and I haven't had any conversations with them since.
Coach, I know the quarterback position is still a hot topic right now among Carolina fans. What is the status right now at that spot? What did you see as your guys worked through this past week?
Well, I think all the guys did a great job of competing this past week. I thought, they came in with a great attitude. They worked hard. Everybody wants to prove that, they can do better than what we've done there. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how they react the rest of the season.
Virginia Tech, the upcoming opponent in Kenan Stadium on Saturday night. Coach, the Hokies come in 3-2, always good defensively. What is it about Virginia Tech and Bud Foster, of course, their veteran defensive coordinator? What is it that allows him to be so good year in and year out on that side of the ball?
Well, Bud is, he does such a great job with his scheme. I mean, he can be very multiple, and he's going to usually give you something that you haven't prepared for. That's his thing. And his players play extremely hard, and he does a great job of getting them to run to the football and believe in what they're doing.
Unfortunately for them, injury to their starter Josh Jackson at the quarterback position. They've brought in their backup there. Any big change that you've seen in the Hokie offense?
Probably a little less cold running quarterback run, but this kid is throwing the ball really well, and they've got some big receivers that are going up and getting it.
Coach, last thing, a little bit off the wall question. Of course, there's the change in the redshirt rule this year where you can play up to 4 games and still hold on to your redshirt year if you haven't used it since. When does that start becoming a factor for you? Because at some point you're going to be able to start maybe using some young guys near the end of the year for some games that they could still hold on to that redshirt.
Yeah, we are keeping track of every guy in the program that has a redshirt available, whether that be a young guy or an older guy. Sure. In some cases, and so we're keeping track of that as we go. For those and then we have to make decisions. Once we've hit 4 games with them, are we going to continue to play them, or are we going to think about redshirting them? And then also, if they haven't played 4 games, at what point have they gotten those 4 games in? And the guys, that could happen for some of the younger guys later in the season also.
Carolina's next opportunity to be on the field is this Saturday night. And won't it be nice to be in Kenan Stadium? It's a 7 o'clock kick between the Tar Heels and the Hokies. Radio-wise, we'll be on the air at 6 p.m.